Do you want to detail your car, but you're worried about the hose? Whoa. I live in an apartment, buddy. I don't have access to running water. I hear you, man, but a lot of people have that problem. And right now, I'm gonna show everybody how to do it with just 2 products. But stay tuned to the end because I'm gonna show you my hot tip on how to make this paint shine and be protected after your wash. Hit the like button and subscribe. So I'm just gonna grab our 2 products here from the interior of my car. We've got a 12-pack of towels. You're gonna need a lot of those if you're not using running water. And Swift Wipe Waterless car wash, 1 bottle ready to use. Oh, check this out. We actually have our new product in here, Total Reset. It's an odor eliminator that resets your whole car. It takes about 15 minutes. If you wanna know how to use that, check out the link in the description below and get the tutorial on that. But I'm gonna set this up and run it since we're gonna work on the exterior anyway. Now the way to use this product is super simple. It's just a spray of this and a wipe with a microfiber towel. But because you don't have running water, there's no way to rinse this off or make sure that you're keeping your car from getting debris dug into the paint. So to prevent scratches and swirls, we just have a lot of towels. I'm just gonna put the remaining pack off to the side and grab them when I need them. Now, one detailing pro tip that I'm gonna give you guys is to maximize the surface area of your towels. Now, in order to do that, first of all, you wanna take the tag and pull that off because you don't want to add scratches or swirls to your paint by doing that. Now you're going to take your towel, which is a pretty nice size right here, and you're going to fold it into 4s. So what this is going to do is it's going to give you 8 sides to work on. 1, 2, flip them around, 3, 4, and then you flip the whole towel around and you got the same thing on the other 4 sides. That's going to allow you to get the maximum benefit out of each one of these towels. So I'm gonna grab my bottle of Swift Wipe Waterless Car Wash here. Now it does have gloss enhancers in here, synthetic gloss enhancers and hydrophobic technology. The reason why this is important and why you're not gonna use water is because when you spray this, the beads are actually emulsifying the dirt and it's picking them up. It's kind of absorbing them in these little microscopic bubbles, right? And it's lifting them off the surface so that when you wipe it, you're not scratching your paint. So you can let it sit there for a couple seconds, but not too much because we're in the direct heat. And then you just take your microfiber towel and you place it down and you just do a nice roll with this with your wrist. And look at that, it cleaned this whole section super fast. There's a bunch of dirt on this towel, but there's no hard dirt line. And that's because I rolled my wrist when I did this. Now, the reason you want to do that is because if you end up with a bunch of hard dirt lines, you could potentially pick up too much debris and then you think you're cleaning your car, but you're actually just applying scratches and swirls to it. So this has a couple more passes on it. I'm gonna do those right now. Just give it another nice little pass here. And one more. And now we're starting to get a bit of a dirt line here. So what I can do is lubricate a little bit more, spraying down this area here. I want to be very generous with this because the more lubricity that you have on your surface, the better, especially in the heat. This stuff evaporates pretty fast if you're not paying attention. So I'm just going to do this, give it another wipe, and another wipe. And then, as you can see, there's a lot of dirt on here. You can then flip to your other side and continue. Now we have a fresh side. Now there's a couple things on here that are a little crazy, like there's some bee poop over here. What I would do in that particular instance is just give it a lot more spray here and then just give it a little bit of a back and forth, a little bit more pressure, and that's it, it comes right off. See, you don't want to reapply that to your paint, so I'm just gonna shake it off. This is a tip. You could shake off any of the big pieces of dirt and there it is, it's off the towel. Beauty of doing this outside. Now, as you can see, the door panel is pretty clean so far, but we're in the business of detailing, so we want to make sure that every single piece of this is crispy and clean. So I'm just going to go back through and just inspect really close. And I can see I missed a spot right here, so I'm just going to really detail those individual spots and make sure that I got every single piece of this door panel completely shiny. Now, it's okay to go up and down like this. You just want to stay with linear motions. I'm going to shake the towel out again. And basically, left and right like this, or up and down like this. Never around in a circle. Again, that's to prevent any swirl marks that you might incur on the paint. Those are a lot harder to get out than a straight line. And already, this door panel is looking shiny. I mean, the before on this, hard to tell from back there, but we've got some close-ups to show you that it was pretty dirty. One other tip that I need to give you guys is that we're doing this on a not so filthy car. You might throw a comment in there saying, use it on a dirty car. Listen, this is dirty. It's not clean, but it's not filthy. And that's an important distinction, because if your car is filthy, I highly recommend you go to a coin-op car wash and just use our products. If you'd like to see a video on my tips on what to do or what to bring to the coin-op car wash, the one where you do it yourself and they give you that pressure wand, leave a comment down below and we'll go ahead and make that video for you. Back to the detail here. Swift Wipe works on every part of your car, not just the paint. So guess what? This filthy window right behind me, we're gonna get that too. So I'm just gonna spray the window real quick, grab that clean side of my towel, and just do the same thing. Now I did a mistake here. Can anyone catch what I just did? Leave it down in the comments. No one, anyone? Did you leave your guess down below? Well, I went from bottom to top. Not a huge issue, but best practice is to go from top to bottom because you wanna work with gravity, not against it. All these drips now are gonna go down to my clean area. I'm gonna have to wipe it again. So we're gonna go from top to bottom. So here we go. And now you see this window is looking pretty crisp. Now I'm not sure how far our timer is on the 15 minutes that the total reset has to go, but I could see inside that the fog has dissipated already. So it's no longer blowing in there, but we're gonna check the timer to see when we're supposed to open the doors and windows. In the meantime, I'm gonna continue this detail by working on the trim, the mirrors, and the wheels, but we're not gonna do the wheels until we're done doing the rest of the car. So all that's left is this filthy windshield and the wheels. So I'm just gonna get to that. But 15 minutes has passed since our total reset has gone off. So I'm just gonna open up all the doors to let that air out for another 15 minutes. One more tip, if you do get a fresh towel, you can also take Swift Wipe and spray it onto the towel to make sure that it's already pre-lubricated, because you don't want to put a dry towel on a dry surface. So you just hit both areas and now you're really good to go. Look at that. Everything just comes right off.
How are you liking the smell?
I could smell, with the doors open, I could smell new car smell throughout the entire cabin of the car. Smells awesome. I'm psyched to get in there and drive it home. So to get the wheels, we're just gonna use a towel that we used before because it's got a little bit of dirt, but not enough to scratch the wheels. And I'm just gonna spray on here. Swift Wipe works great on this as well. So you can literally use this for everything. Again, start from top to bottom and just kind of wipe these down. Make sure you get into the grooves of your spokes here, because that is a place that is easy to forget. You can just use your fingertip and stick it into the groove using the towel. And that's a great way to just get in there and kind of make sure that everything is clean inside those grooves. Inside the spokes. Spokes too soon. Good. Okay, stop the recording. The dad jokes are coming out. It's, hey, maybe your dad likes the detail. I don't know. Probably. If he didn't teach you this, then he probably doesn't. But you know what? I'll be your dad today.
Oh, whoa.
Okay, but we're not done. Don't forget the tires. I'm gonna actually just spray on the microfiber itself here and just give it a quick wipe down. And the reason why is coming up in a second. All right, guys, this is looking good. So as promised, 2 products, the microfiber towels and the Swift Wipe waterless wash, but now we're gonna get into some enhancements. So one easy thing you can purchase is Shine Logic RS. It's a tire shine This doesn't require you to have any applicators or any other accessories. You just pop the top, shake the bottle, and get a little bit close to the tire and just give it some nice couple sprays here and just coat the outside of the tire. And you're done. You've got a nice shiny tire. It's protected from UV rays. It gives you a deep, wet black shine, durable, lasting protection, and protection against UV rays. It'll stay on for a while. It's dry to the touch once it dries, but right now you're gonna wanna leave it. What you could do is give it a little extra spray if you love that gloss. Make sure you cover everything, right? And then you can take one of the towels that you already have, because, you know, a clean side, of course, because you bought the 12 pack, and basically just give it a quick wipe down into here. I like to do this just to even out the shine, make sure that the whole tire is coated. And man, look at that. It looks brand new. This looks like it came off the factory. Looks awesome. So this is pretty much dry to the touch already. Just give it a second or two so it's not gonna sling onto your car once you drive away. And just do that to all 4 of your tires and you're good to go. Now, a couple things with this. One, super easy to use if you live in an apartment. You can do this anywhere, even in a parking lot. And two, what you wanna make sure you do or don't do is make sure you only do the face of the wheel. If you're new to detailing or new to tire shines in general, you don't wanna go on the top. Some people might think you need to coat your entire tire. That is false. This thing can be pretty slick once it's applied, which is great for repelling dust and dirt from the sides of your tire, but not great if your tire treads are slick. So make sure you're not actually going onto the tire tread. It's just the face of the wheel. You wanna stop right over here, basically, this area here, the part that does not touch the road. That's a very important safety tip for all you out there, but grab this because the shine is looking incredible. Now, if you stayed with us this long, it means you wanna learn my secret to getting incredible, shiny, protected paint, easy and fast. And I'm gonna grab my fingers right here and this towel, and I'm gonna show you Hydro Blitz, all right? This is a ceramic infused, it's a hybrid ceramic spray wax. So what does that mean? It has ceramic properties in here as well as wax inside of the product. So not only are you gonna get that ceramic barrier, but you're also gonna get that warm glow from the wax. So we're gonna shake this bottle up real quick, and it's super easy to apply. You basically, again, like all these products, spray and wipe. So I'm just gonna hit this one panel here to just show you as an example. Just give it a couple sprays like this. You can let it sit for a couple seconds, but you wanna come back with your microfiber towel and just go in a cross-hatching motion like this. Just kind of apply it evenly across the whole panel. If it gets on here, it's okay. Just make sure you wipe that off and you're good to go. And then flip to a dry side and just buff that in a little bit like this. Make sure that product's in there nice and good. And there you have it. Beautiful, shiny, protected paint. And now we're gonna do that on the rest of the vehicle so that next time we don't have to work as hard, right? It's a lot of work to be able to do this and go across your whole car with a waterless wash. It can be done. Sometimes you have to do it if you're in an apartment, but we don't wanna have to do that all the time. We wanna protect our work. That's why we're going with Hydro Blitz. And thank you for your time. I hope you learned something. If you did, drop it down in the comments below. What did I teach you today? What do you want to learn next? I want to hear from you guys. Put it in the comments, like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.